Hey YouTube, I'm having palpitations right now. I just finished watching Power and hold on, y'all. I couldn't find my wine glass. I got my mason jar. I didn't drink. It's about to get real. Well, it just got real and I was not ready. I was not ready. Whew, whew, hold on. Oh, this is so cold. Whew. Oh my God. Power, season 6, episode 5, King's Gambit. Okay, let me just calmate, calm myself down, and let me just start from the beginning because I'm trying to jump to the end, but you got to start from the beginning, and then there's the middle. But let me get to it. So we see Effie and Tariq. They sitting there playing chess. Not chess. Chess. They playing chess. I'm gonna say checkers. They playing chess. It's always you got to stay moves ahead of people. And she's talking about some. Oh, you always use this move, and that's why you be losing all the time. And while she's talking her stuff, he ends up winning against her. And then he gets a text from Vincent saying, "Hey man, your homework due," which is the drugs, double the shipment. So she like, "Oh, let me leave, and I'll come back later for to re up because we need to get these drugs out here." So she looking out to the side and she leaving out slightly, and then she looked like, did she get a text from some unknown person talking about some the competition or whatever. He's about to go re up or some shit with the competition. So she is in collusion with somebody else. So I'm like, okay, I know she was just a little bit too quick because I'm like, just from the beginning when she was just all extra fast trying to jump into the organization and stuff. The organization, these little kids, he do not know. Tariq just don't know. He just don't know, y'all. He just don't know. He's so stupid. Anyway, moving along. James St. Patrick goes and he meets with Ramona and Tate, and he says that he's going to back out of the campaign because no matter how much he tries to escape his drug dealer past, being a corner boy, it just seems to keep coming back on him, and he doesn't want that for the campaign, and he's just going to back out while he still can. And then Tate like, all right, cool, because I could just use me and all this, and as the poster boy for doing better recidivism and changing your life and all that stuff. And Ramona's like, no, why do you think the DNC sent me out here? That press conference that y'all had at Truth, when you did that, Tate's in the polls, like the viewer or whatever, it went up. Like it went up because of James. And he didn't know that. And Tate was like, y'all, you don't know that for sure. But yes, it was. It's because of him. So yeah. She's trying to convince him. He's like, nah, Tate, like, all right, brother, go ahead, peace. She's like, I could deal with this myself or whatever, but whatever. So moving along. So Detective Blanca and Sax are going over Angela's autopsy. She like, look, Sax, the autopsy came back, and with the blood spatter, you can see it matches with James's sweater. That he was not facing the killer because she was shot down from a up top range. Tommy was up there shooting down. He couldn't have been the shooter. He's like, oh well, Angela's the only person who saw who killed her. He's like, well, he could have turned around real fast and saw. But she's like, but still, he's like, he was in collusion or together with whoever killed Angela. She was like, but still, he's not the shooter. No matter how much you want to put in that he's the shooter, you got to have some evidence. You can't just because you mad, you can't do that. So you can't just be implicating people. He's like, oh well, or it's just a matter of time before, if he loved Angela, the way he said, it's just a matter of time before he exacts his revenge. So let us just let this play out, homie. But we can't go after St. Patrick's for shooting her because he clearly did not. Next part. Okay. Tommy and Tasha smoking in the car. I think he changed his car for another one and whatnot. That remind me of me and my laptop. So I returned my laptop so many times before I got the one that I wanted, and I'm still thinking about this one. Uh, she's saying, Tommy, man, I need money, or whatnot. But I want to help you. I want to start washing, money from my business, my daycare, and I could do way more money than we did at the washing folks. He was like, oh, I was just gonna give you some money. I can't sit here and let you wash my money anymore because Keisha gonna do it, and I just can't. I can give you some money though. At this point, he's saying that, and she like, nah, I need a permanent solution. I need money, income coming in. I don't need you to just give me a lump sum of money and that's it. So, what else? Then he was talking about some, he want to go kill ghosts at the penthouse, talking about some, can she still get up there? He's like, look, we don't need to be killing ghosts right now. Just calm down, pump your brakes, and just hold off. After that, we get to Dre and Donovan. Not Donovan, sorry. Dre and Sax, R.I.P. Donovan. Um, he pressuring Dre like, hey man, I see you got your suit on, you working in the club. What's going on? I need some information. Where is that though? He shows up. He has a car pull up, like a truck pull up with his little daughter Heaven and stuff. And he was like, "Man, that's some grimy slave shit. Why would you pull up with my daughter and just to show her me from a distance, and then like just to make me tell and trick on him?" And then he was like, "All I can give you right now is that uh Tommy's supplier met with ghosts and." They were talking about some stuff with Tommy, but that's all I got. He was like, I don't need that. I need some more stuff. I need something real. You got to give me something or you ain't going to see your daughter. So, boom. That. Okay. So now we get to Warner and Sax. He pulls him into his office and he was like, you thought I wasn't gonna find out that FBI pulled up on Maria's house, and how did any because you thought that James St. Patrick's was gonna kill her, but then you had them fall back. You didn't think that I was gonna find this out. This is like my unit. Like you didn't think nobody was gonna tell me. And then Detective Blanca was like, he was like, did you know about this? She's like, no, I didn't. And she was like, and then he was like, yeah, because he's like, I don't know how he found out about Maria, but I have another CI, Andre, whatever his last name, Dre. And I told him to feed that information, because he's working back with St. Patrick's. So I'm trying to get information against him and all that. He was like, whatever. And what else did he say? It wasn't that big. Oh, he said that he gonna pull up on Proctor because he was like, "Oh, I got something else in the works with Lindsay and Proctor. I'm trying to get them." And he was like, "Well, Proctor's ex-wife Lindsay just died." He was like, "What? How? OD?" And he was like, "Oh, you mind if I tag along with you when you go talk to Proctor?" So they pull up on Proctor. They go to Proctor's house. Oh yeah, because they were saying that the whole Maria thing, now the whole bribe, she took the money, she changing her story, and now since she changing her story, she's not really that credible of a witness at this point. So they're trying to go figure out something, trying to piece shit together so they can make a case. And like Donovan is just fucking shit up for himself. Well, they should have just killed Donovan. Honestly, he's an asshole. Like, ugh. But whatever. So a drug dealer, I'm gonna jump to the next scene, and we're gonna go back to that after when they go see Proctor. Tasha is at her daycare, and one of the mamas coming like 2 hours late to come pick up her child because she's a stripper and she's trying to make it on her own and whatnot. She's like, that's $100 in late fees, and I'm like, I ain't waiting. That baby would have went home with me. I am not waiting no 2 hours for nobody's parents to come. I'll be mad about 15 minutes. Like, So anyway, when she's closing up, a drug dealer pulls up on her, talking about some, oh, welcome to the neighborhood. I didn't know about this business. And he was like, yeah, you got to pay back to the community. So trying to like, get her for some strong arm her for some money and tell her that you better have like $1,000 for me by tomorrow or some shit. People just always just get a job. I mean, you already selling drugs. This woman just trying to take care of the community. It's just horrible. Strong arming these small businesses. Just trifling. Anyway, so Tasha like, damn, I ain't got no money to get nobody. And I'm like, girl, you better tell Ghost or tell Tommy or something. Shit, like, that's ridiculous. Oh, whatever. She got all these motherfuckers on her side. Well, Ghost ain't really on her side, but it wouldn't be me if I know all these killers. Like, I ain't about to just let nobody get me for no money. So then we get to Dre and Ghost. Dre and Ghost are talking. He was like, man, I need something to feed to Sax, man, because they got my daughter. And if I can't give them nothing, they going to take her away. And he pressured me, can I just tell him about you, the Jason thing? He was like, no, because me and Jason ain't even doing business. He's like, well, what you was seeing Jason for? He's like, because he wants me to be his distro. He's like, what? Not Tommy. He's like, no, Tommy already fucking shit up because you know how he is. He was like, so he needs me to be distro. Find him another one. Dre like, I could be distro. I'm like, fool, no, you working with the federales. You got too much stuff going on, Dre. Like, you need to just give up the whole drug business life because it's just not for you. You done fucked up, double crossing, triple crossing. You just need to give up. And get your daughter, move away, far, far away. So back to Proctor, and Proctor's talking to his brother, I guess. That is brother, cousin, brother, somebody. The one he gave a laptop to and all that stuff. And then Warner and Sax come knocking at his door. And then they tell him, like, oh, about the whole Maria's changing her story and all this. He was like, well, that is what it is. And then he was like, well, I'm on bereavement because I know y'all know that my wife just passed away or whatnot, or ex-wife just passed away, and I'm not trying to hear this. And then Proctor's like, no, not Proctor. Sax is like, can I use your bathroom? Now, that is just the age-old trick of police people. Can I use your bathroom so I can go snoop around or do something? So he takes this time to go to the bathroom to go snatch that unicorn, which I guess isn't in his daughter's room. It's just off to the side where he conveniently knew kind of where it was. And takes that unicorn off. That was kind of a little bit unbelievable. Like, it just happens to be where he can go because his brother or something was like in the back with the daughter. Would her backpack be around her? But anyway, it just, for the sake of the story, he got to it. He got that unicorn, y'all. So damn. Anyway, now we go to Tariq. Tariq goes to looks like a little part of his school, and he got some drugs or stuff hidden, bottles, but not enough. He doesn't have enough hidden, and he's trying to cut his drugs with something else that's like some placebo, some other pill that ain't really the drugs that he's about to sell, because he needs to give something to Vincent, because Vincent like, I ain't playing with your ass, little boy. You better bring me these drugs. You want to be about that life, then be about that life, okay? But in the background, in the shadows, we see little Effie with her little poofy hair and stuff, just sitting there like, I got you now. I got you. So she's seeing what he doing. So apparently she gonna report back to whoever she reporting back to and tell on him. Now we go to Proctor and Ghost. Let me see. He like, hey man, you need to kill Maria. You should have killed her and stop, instead of offering her some damn money. You should have just put a bullet in her head and we wouldn't have these problems. You should have killed her from the jump. And now it's either you or her. You need to make a choice, because she's changing her story, but now she's talking about some, she saw your face, homie, so she can say that she is eyewitness, not just hearing. So she can say she's eyewitness after that, and she took your money. So now she just on the stand lying. So you need to choose between her and yourself. Boom. That's their meeting. So from there, um, oh, Romana texts Ghost and was like, Tate bombed in his last press conference or little speech thing, and can we meet for dinner because we need to revamp and he wants you back on this campaign. Now, I don't know if this is a real true thing or she's just trying to take the initiative and bring James back in without consulting with Tate, because Tate seems very hell-bent on keeping James out of stuff. So I don't know if this is really her pushing for it or Tate is swallowing his pride, which I don't think so, because he seemed like a jackass and like not the type of person to just be like, I was wrong and can you come back, homie? It doesn't seem like he would do that. Anyway, after that, Vincent meets with Tariq and to get the drugs, or Tariq goes to his like little bar or whatever to deliver the drugs, and he was like, "Here you go with the little duffel bag, boy." And he was like, "Oh, you're a man of your word. Thank you for the drugs. All right, homie." He got a gun on the table, like, "Don't fuck with me. I don't warned you, little boy. Don't fuck with me. All right, I holla." So from there, Proctor texts his brother. I believe that's his brother. It's his brother or his cousin, saying that he's going to meet with Tommy. And then he sets it up that everybody keeps setting up Tommy and Ghost and telling them the same information and see who acts on it. Like, that's just been they playing the sides, because since they're not talking and they divided, people are just playing off of that. Everybody around them is playing off of the fact that they're not joined as brothers anymore, and they're using it to their advantage and getting shit done however they can. So he goes and he tells, because he's thinking like, man, Ghost getting kind of soft about this whole situation with this Maria chick. So I'm gonna tell Tommy too about the shit. So he goes, Tommy, old killer ass, pulls up on Proctor with a knife and shit, like, talking about he's just crazy. And then he tells him about the Maria Suarez thing, and saying that you need to kill her. He like, all right, where can I find her? You ain't gotta tell Tommy twice to kill somebody. We all know that. So from there, Tasha, she up in the store trying to return some stuff that she done bought I don't know how long ago. All the tags are on it, but the store is like, I'm sorry, you know them little bougie stores where you get all that stuff and people want to act funky with you when you try to return something. One of those stores. And she's like, if you need an ATM, there's an ATM down the thing if you need money. I'm like, bitch, you act like ATMs just give out money. I would have slapped it. I mean, she was real funky with it. Like, girl, you work there. Can you afford these clothes up in here? Like, you need to humble yourself and calm down. She clearly needs some money and needs her money back. It doesn't even matter if she needed the money or not. If she returned it and if it's within the time limits, don't be giving her no hard time. Anyway, Keisha is in the store. She's like, Sasha, girl, is that you? Returning stuff. It looked like you in a bind, girl. So she kind of gloating with all her bags of all, her stuff, because, she a little mob wife, whatever she want to be now with Tommy, ride or die now. I'm like, girl, you gonna die. And then she's sitting there trying to talk to her, saying like, yeah, to saying how she met Tommy's mama. She's like, okay. And then she was like, yeah. And I was trying to ask her about Holly and whatnot. What happened with Holly? She was like, Holly got in over her head. And because Tasha, she ain't no snitch or nothing. And plus, I ain't like her and Keisha cool anyway. So she was like, if I can give you some advice, you don't get in over your head with Tommy. Either she's like, oh, I'm not gonna make the same mistakes that Holly did. I got Tommy on lock. I'm like, shut up, bitch. She's like, okay, bye, Tasha. Me and Tommy won't be. I see you haven't changed. Me and Tommy won't be seeing you no time soon. I'm like, girl, shut your ass up. So from there, Proctor and Sax. So Sax walks up on Proctor, playing the recording and stuff of, his wife Lindsay dying, and how he's saying like, pretty much how he set his wife up to OD and all that. So from there, he's like, I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. He was like, well, if this becomes public record, your daughter's going to know of it, and she's going to know what you did to her mother, and how you think, and the courts will probably still take her, because at that point, you kind of sound like a shitty person and all that for not calling to save her. or whatnot. So he's like, you need to tell me who killed Angela Valdez, and then I could give you a deal. So he like, fuck. So then Proctor calls up his cousin or brother, I think his brother, um, and tells him about this. He's like, tells him the whole situation because he was trying to tell him before Warren and Stacks came knocking on his door randomly in the night too. And I forgot to say before that, Elisa Marie, I think her name, it sounded like she heard that. It looked like when they switched over, like she may have heard the conversation already between. Oh wait, no, this is when she heard it. Um, Wait, so let me just say that part. So he's like telling his cousin or brother, like, I set Lindsay up. I told her I was seeing somebody. I told her we was gonna try. I was trying to get married and all this stuff, and sent her this, and I set her up to overdose, and then I didn't call the police. I can't let Elise Marie find this out. She's gonna hate me forever. I just can't let her find this out. And he's like, they got this on me, and they won't. James and Tommy and James didn't even do it. I'm not even protecting him. He just didn't do the whole thing that this dude that Sax is trying to make me tell him about. So he like, well, why not just kill Tommy and Ghost? I was like, oh, you bad like that? You just gonna go kill Tommy and Ghost? I'd like to see you try, sir. I don't know your track record with murdering folks, but I'd like to see you try. But he was like, nah, I'm gonna handle this myself. He was like, all right, cool, but here go my gun. And I've had this since I got out or some shit or whatever, and it don't lock or whatever. So he gives him a gun to protect himself, for him to go handle it on his own. So from there, it looks like, back to what I was saying, that Elisa Marie heard what her father said about the mama. And I feel like even if that little girl knew what her father did, she probably wouldn't even be like, she would kind of be like upset, but I don't think she would care because Proctor was a good father and she knew her mama. She saw her mama all coked out on drugs all the time, and she didn't put them drugs up her nose. And I feel like as she even got older, she would completely understand. So I would have took the risk, Proctor. No snitching allowed, homie. No snitching allowed. Mm-hmm. But from there, let me see. What's next? Ooh. From there, Tasha, oh wait, the dean or whatever pulls up on Tariq at Tariq's school in his dorm room, and Tasha's with him. He's like, "Mom, what you doing here?" And she was like, "They called me. Now I want to know what is going on." And then he was like, "We got a tip that you have been using the AV room, the old AV room, or someone saw you using the old AV room." And it turns out that, and we found these in there, and it's like a thing of pills. And Tasha's like, "What? What are you doing with these?" He's like, apparently he's been selling these. He's like, they're baby aspirin. He's like, but is that what you've been telling the students, that they're baby aspirin? And she was like, oh my God, can we work this out? Can he just have a second chance? He's like, girl, Cho is the second chance. He done fucked up at the first school. So what you mean? This would have been a third chance. So he is expelled. He got to take his happy ass on up out of there. So he gone. Little Effie's little plan to infiltrate and get his ass thrown out of choke worked. So I don't know if he gonna. And then you can see the chess set where he always doing that look, the same move. She was like, "You always using the King's Gambit, the name of the episode. You always do that same move, and that's what's gonna get you tripped up." And then you can see that on his side, the king is down or whatever. And that's like kind of his thing, saying checkmate. So I think he realized that Effie's the one that set him up. So I don't know if he's gonna come back and exact revenge, but whatever. Should have been selling drugs up in there anyway. Stupid ass. Then Proctor comes with some bags with little Lisa Marie, shows up to the penthouse. Ghost like, hey man, what you doing here? What's up? He was like, oh, I gotta testify against so and so, and they got some information on me, so I have to just lay low and get out of town for a little bit. So can I stay here with my daughter? I just want my daughter safe. Because he was like, man, this ain't no safe house. He was like, can my daughter just stay here? I just really, Lindsay just died and she overdosed and stuff. Can we just stay here for a few days till I'm done testifying? He's like, all right, man, cool. So they go off. He was like, you stay in random room and you have my office. All right, cool. So then Tasha come. He's like, Tasha, what you doing here? I'm like, dang, you act like she ain't lived there for like 10, 15 years with you. Oh, stinking ass. So it's my house. I'm like, whatever. And he was willing to get that penthouse up for some coochie. Angela in her little small apartment though, but now all of a sudden you want to hold on to it for dear life. Why don't you move into Angela's apartment? Ugh. Anyway, so she's like, "What you doing here?" So then she's like, "Oh, I'm not on the list, but your son is on the list to come up in here." He's like, "Tariq, what you doing away from school? That boy ain't never in school. He ain't never in class, nothing." So he should have just been expelled because he just was not doing what he's supposed to do. He's like, "What the fuck did you do?" He was like, "He was selling drugs." He was like, "You should be." He's like, selling drugs that Kanan gave him. He's like, "You don't need to do this and all that." And he was like, "You sitting here trying to be like Kanan." He's like, "I ain't like Kanan. I'm like you." And he was like, "I did drugs because I had to, and you don't want the life like me." He's like, "I don't know why you got this nice penthouse and that nice outfit you got touching on him. I would have scraped his ass. You do not talk to your father like that, boy. He is a murderer. And even if he wasn't a murderer, like you don't talk to him like that with your old attitude and funky self. Like, boy, just you should have whooped his ass. I don't know if they got whoopings when they was growing up, but he should have got some whoopings. He just is just unruly. I don't know what's wrong with him. And then he gonna try to blame Tasha. He ain't shit. Like Tasha should just shoot him in the leg or something. I know she want to kill her baby's father, but he's sitting there trying to put it on time. Some you set him up to do the stuff with Kanan. She was like, "No, you just need to realize that this is Tariq, and that is that boy. He is fucked up, and he has a problem. He's like a sociopath. Like." Oh my goodness. She's like, you just need to realize that this is our son. We made him together, and this is the product of us. So don't be trying to just say it's me, homie. Anyway, from there, so she sees because Proctor comes out like, oh, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just forgot my bag. So she like, I see everybody invited to the penthouse but Sasha. So she going off. And she meets with for another smoke session with Tommy. And then she was like, man, Tommy, I'm just gonna have to take you up on this money because it's some dude trying to show, and then he didn't even let her finish. He was like, "Oh no, I can't even give you money at this point now because Keisha is so mad after seeing you the other day or that day in the store or whatnot. I just can't give you nothing." She's like, she's like, "Damn, Tommy," and then she was like, she asked me about Holly. What you tell her? He's like, I ain't telling nothing, damn. And then she was like, so her and him was going back and forth, and the little brother sister little spat kind of happened between Tommy and Tasha because she was like, mention to Holly and saying like she needs to, mention about Keisha. She was like, damn, because she was like, I can't do that. I can't have Keisha mad at me. She's like, damn, Tommy, is the pussy that good? She was like, you know something? You was acting the same way with Holly, and that struck a nerve. You could see his killer eyes came out. He glanced over, talking about some, you know what, Tasha? I just remember I got something to do. You're going to have to get up out my car. So she was like, okay, damn. And he like, start off on her. I'm like, dang, you give her a ride. Was like, did she need a ride? Did y'all pull up together? He just had to get out the car and leave. I'm like, oh, so they ain't cool. Well, not at the moment. They ain't completely falling off. He just got a little in his feelings because he killed Holly and stuff and his baby. But that's just his own fault. So from there, Tasha like, damn. So she just gonna have to do what it do because she walked back up to her daycare. And I can't remember the drug dealer's name that pulls up on her. And he like, hey man, hey girl, hey woman, where my money? For the community contributions to pay me off for not setting your motherfucking business on fire. And she was like, you know what? You don't know much about me, but I heard about you in these streets and I know you sell drugs. And he's like, what you gonna do? Call the police on me? She's like, no, you don't know nothing about me like that. She was like, he's like, oh, you want, like, this is a business meeting. So she like, I'll help you push your shit. So he's like, all right. He gave her some of the drugs that he had on him. He was like, you move this and then we'll talk. So now Tasha got somebody, she's trying to build her own little drug thing going on. I'm like, girl, you just Tasha just can't never stay out of crooked dealings in the drug game. It's just embedded in her, and this is why things fell apart from her from day one with her and Ghost, because she just always was about that life and that fast money, and she just can't get away from it. That's just some people just like that. They just can't get out that life, that lifestyle. And where all her money go? Like I remember she had been put from seasons ago. She had that account where she was putting money away, and I guess it's all gone because I'm like, where did all her money go? And why is she so fucking strapped for cash that quick? It's crazy. So anyway, Tommy goes to Maria house, the witness, and she wasn't home at the time, but like 2 seconds later, she come in with Sax, and she talking about how now she remembers that she saw the face of the killers, and she wants to make sure that she puts them behind bars. Oh, I forgot to say that Sax met up with Proctor one more time for an agreement so he can get off free if he gives up who the killer of Angela Valdez is, and he says that it's Tommy Egan. And then from there, that was it was a real quick part a couple seasons ago. But then he goes to talk to Maria, and he's like, "Oh, we have another witness against against uh, against James St. Patrick and Tommy Egan. We have against them his lawyer or whatever." So he implicates Proctor. Tommy hears this, and he's like, "Oh, this motherfucker, Tommy been itching to fuck up Proctor." And that was just the ammunition that he may just need. So from there, Sax leaves up out of the house. Tommy wastes no time. What if he come back real quick? Tommy wasted no time to come back in. And then she's like, "Oh no." He's like, "Hey, Maria." And she was like, I guess she's trying to say she wasn't going to tell or what. I'm like, "Girl, no, you done fucked up. And why are you still in the same house? James done already pulled up on you. And apparently people know where you live. Why haven't you went somewhere else?" She just didn't move. She didn't go nowhere else. Stay with a friend. Nothing. I would have been the fuck out. Like, y'all is not protecting me. Ain't no police around me. I'm not a witness. Nothing. Like, she was a sitting fucking duck at this point. Like, she just really was, and nobody was protecting her. And that's fucked up. And then Tommy go and blow her brains out. Poof, she gone. So that was that. So yeah, and then we go to Ramona, and Ghost. They flirting over dinner, and she's trying to get him to reconsider, saying like, "We just really need you, and life is about second chances." And he's like, "Well, what if this second chance is just not playing out well?" And she was like, "Well, they gave me the chance. The DNC gave me the chance, and that's why they gave me this job." So and she's just flirting, throwing the draws, at him. I'm like, "Girl, calm down. You don't even know this man." But she was like, "I just believe, in you and all this," and, trying to hold his hand and whatnot. And then he's like, "Let me think about it, whatever, but I'm gonna get back to you. I got somewhere else I need to be." So then he just dip off on her and go. From there, Charlie, the dude who switched the Jimenez, Alicia Jimenez's cup of water with the drugs to get her sick and whatnot, calls Proctor like, "Hey man, what's going on? I'm trying to figure out. I need to come talk to you because the heat coming down on me. People asking me about Alicia Jimenez." And then where you at? He was like, "Calm down. I'm not even in town right now. I'm in Tribeca, and I'll holler at you when I get back." And he like, "All right, man." And turns comes to find out he is in the trunk of a car. And one of Tommy's boys, the one that used to be cool with Kanan, I can't remember his name. Is it Two Bit? I think it's Two Bit. And he kills Charlie. Poor sorry Charlie. And he gone. And I'm like, damn, motherfuckers just getting shot. She's like, from this point on, it's just motherfuckers, anybody can get it. This is just getting crazy. So, and then I believe Two Bit, Tommy's boy, calls him. He's like, yeah, Proctor's in Tribeca and whatnot. But I ain't got an address. Tommy like, it's cool. I got an address because he knows exactly where he is now because Tasha told him that that Proctor was staying with Jamie Ghost. So Tommy calls Tariq, like, hey, little homie, what's up? You at home? He's like, we gonna talk soon about this drug shit. Your mama told me about how you got expelled from school, but I got time to talk about that now, but we will. But for right now, you at home. If you at home, I'm gonna need you to get up out of there. And you know the back entrance, I need you to turn off the alarm and I need you to unlock the door and just go. And he was like, is anybody else in the house? He was like, I don't know. I'm not sure because people staying here or whatnot. So he was like, well, just get out of there. And then Tariq is about to leave. And then he hear a little girl crying out of Raina's room. And he was like, are you okay? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was that loud. He's like, no, it's cool. I'm Tariq St. Patrick. She's like, I'm Ella Marie Proctor or whatnot. And he was like, you want to go get some ice cream? I don't like ice cream. And he was like, you want to get some cocoa? She's like, okay. I'm like, girl, you better go with him before you get shot too. Oops, sorry. That's a little extra spoiler before I get to the point. But anyway, so from there, Tasha real quick calls that stripper who was late to pick up her son. Her name's Epiphany. And she was like, oh, I got a business proposition for you because I'm trying to open up another business. She's like, I ain't trying to watch no kids. She's like, no, it's not like that. It's something else. So I'm going to be in touch with you. So she going to try to, I guess, push drugs through strip clubs or through this girl that has a child in her daycare. I guess she's going to go off on that. So Tommy pulls up on Proctor. Busted. He got a big ass gun. I was like, you weren't trying to be discreet. I think he did that on purpose just to fuck up Ghost's house and shit. You ain't have to pull up on Proctor like that. So he like, bah, 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 just shooting the whole penthouse up. And I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? Like, and then Tommy is so fucking trigger happy. Like, he's so sloppy. And that's one of the things that will never let him be big and great because he's too sloppy. He's too hot-headed. And he just reacting before he really thinks too hard about what the fuck he's doing. Like, that's why he'll never be Ghost. I mean, and Ghost been fucking up too because he all misconstrued in the head because he lost Marina and mostly because he lost Angela. He mostly cried about her. So my damn light went out. So mine got a little dark. But so he just busting, shooting all through Proctor, just running for his life with his little gun, pow, 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 trying to shoot back. But Tommy got this big ass gun, and ain't gonna do nothing. Proctor just ain't gonna do nothing, baby. Jump out the window. I don't know what to tell you. Run. So he running all through the house trying to get away from Tommy, crazy trigger happy ass, and I forgot to tell you that there was a scene that Proctor, because I guess he kind of felt doom coming on. That's why he was making the moves that he was making. Now, he said that he got rid of that laptop. That's what he told his cousin or brother, whoever. And he was like, why would you do that or whatnot? And he was like, I had to because it implicated everybody or whatnot. But then later when he's at Ghost house with his daughter, he gives her a locket and it has a chip in it. And I think that might be the chip that has the information about the Homeland. Is it the chip that has the information about killing the Homeland Security people that implicates Ghost and Tommy and him? Or is that the chip about him, the whole Lindsay thing? I think it's the one from the laptop because that's better information. But I'm not 100% sure. If you know, or you know specifically, or if I missed it, put it down below because I'm not 100% sure. But that's her little insurance, I guess, in case something ever happens. And he tells her that, like, this is your security that keeps my secret to keep safe. Keep this safe and close to your heart, girl, because you don't need it. Back to Tommy and Proctor. So he just, scared. So he goes because he knows that this is the end. He puts a whole bunch of stuff over the door, so Tommy can't get to him right away. And he calls up his daughter and he's like, look, he's like, where did you go? Are you in the house? He was looking for her because he thought she was there. She's like, no, I went out with Tariq. I'm sorry, Daddy, for leaving. Girl, like, girl, you lucky you did go. He's like, it's okay, but I want you to go to your uncle, what's his name? Uncle somebody's house right now. Just go. And then she was like, okay, are you going to meet me there? He's like, no, baby, I'm not going to meet you there. He's tearing up. I'm tearing up. I'm like, Braxton, no. No. I'm just so upset. Damn it, Tommy. But he's like, just go. And I love you so much. I'm not going to be there. I'm so sorry, babe. Like, I love you. And he hang up. And Tommy coming through like a just mass killer, shooting, bah, 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 coming in. And he gets through the door. And Proctor's like, this ain't over. He's like, well, it's over for you. Bah, 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 bah. It's da, da, da. He falls to the ground, y'all. R.I.P. Proctor. I'm so upset. His little cute self. I'm just upset. Tommy, I be wanting to slap him sometimes because this is, y'all could have talked about it. Y'all could have came if people would just communicate a little bit more. It didn't have to be that way. But he didn't like Tommy anyway, so whatever. I wish he could have shot. Well, he did he get Tommy a little bit in the arm or something. I don't remember if did he shoot Tommy? I don't think so. But anyway. So Tariq takes little Ella Marie over to her uncle's house, and she crying and knocking on the door, and it's raining. And he drop her off, and he's standing across the street, and the uncle like, thank you for dropping her off safe. And he know just by seeing her that his brother is gone, and he got a little child he got to take care of. And then a truck pull up. And this Vincent's boys, and he was like, "We got a problem or whatnot, because the drugs he gave him were bad drugs and shit. And I don't know why he thought that he wasn't gonna figure that shit out. I could see if you cut it, if it was like cocaine or something, and you cut it with something, and it wasn't as pure. But these are pills, you stupid little boy. Like Tariq just so dumb, y'all. So from there, Tariq, then we get a thing from Ghost coming in to his house like, what the fuck just happened? Where's my son? Where's my son? Like, you that concerned about Tariq? He wouldn't be that concerned about your ass leaving doors open. Like, Tommy said he wasn't gonna kill him, but he might have. But you just never know what happened. But you leaving his house all exposed and open. And he's like, where's my son? What happened here? And he was like, Proctor is dead. He was like, damn. And he was like, where's my son? He's like, we don't know, your son ain't here. And then Blanca's like, well, even though that you weren't here, it just seems like anybody in proximity to you is always trying. It's always, sorry, y'all. It's always getting like hurt or murdered. So is there something you want to tell us? And then Tariq calls him and he's like, tells him like, I need him. I guess we don't hear, it's inaudible, but he's like, I gotta take this. And then I guess Tariq tells him to meet him somewhere because he goes and he texts Tommy that we need to meet ASAP right now. And then Tommy goes too, and it's at some amusement park. And then Tommy rolls up, and so does Ghost. Tommy's like, I should have known that you set this up or whatever. He was like, I didn't set this up. And then Vincent walks in. He was like, I set this up, fools. And he was like, Tariq been fucking around my product, and he giving me a bad name, giving me some bullshit ass product, and now y'all got to pay up for it. And he was like, I want $2 million in 24 hours, because he was like, I'm gonna kill Tariq. So Tommy's like, I'm gonna kill Tariq. He's like, no, you ain't gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. And he was like, if y'all don't give me $2 million in 24 hours, I'm killing him. And he walk away. And Tariq, your dumbass and guy, he always just getting himself, a stupid ass little boy, getting himself into some shit that he can't get out of, and he always got to get saved by Ghost or Tommy or something, and he just ain't about that life. Like, the thing is he's so careless because he knows in the back of his mind that he has Tommy and he has Ghost who will come and save his stupid ass. Okay, like if he didn't have that, maybe he would think a little bit harder. but he's just so fucking stupid. And he just getting costing people money. People ain't got time. People got bigger problems than you and your little school selling drugs and getting people $2 million. It was not fucking worth it. Like, I'd be like, go ahead and kill him. I'm tired of this boy. I tried to tell him, Jesus, I tried to tell him, kill him. I don't care. Kill him. I'm sorry, but I would have been done, washed my hands of Tariq. Fuck Tariq. I know that's a child, but that little boy, he got to go. And that is it, y'all. I hope I gave y'all some good content. This was a roller coaster ride towards the end, and I did not see it coming. I thought Proctor was going to get away. I am curious. I didn't look to see what's going to come next week. I'm about to go watch that in a second. But oh my goodness, y'all, this was a good one. And I'm happy because last week was weird. But thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's discuss, what do y'all think is going to happen? Like, my mind is blown. Do you think Proctor's brother or whatever going to exact revenge? I think at the end of this, Tommy or Ghost, somebody going to have to die. Maybe both of them die. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just too many enemies, too much stuff piling up without some more bodies being caught. And it ain't that many main characters left to be killing. So what's gonna happen? We don't know. What do you think? Comment below. All right, y'all. Have a good day. And check out my other videos. Check out my last power video if you ain't seen it. And I will be back with another video tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And I will see y'all later. Have a good day. Peace.